What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Madison Hill, and don't be fooled by the background. It is time for another Pop Off with Madison. Now, if you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm so happy you're here. And second of all, this is what the background looks like when I am home in Kansas City. I am back for Thanksgiving. I am soaking up all the fam time possible, of course, while staying safe. That is the #1 priority for us, and I hope it's the #1 priority for all of you. But I can't lie, I love coming home. It is the best feeling ever to relax, hang out with my dog, hang out with my family, drink lots of champs, eat lots of ranch, all of that good stuff. So yeah, whenever you see this means that I am home, and get used to it because obviously with the holidays coming up, you're going to be seeing a lot of it. So now that you know where the heck I am, what's going on, let's get into today's pop off topic, because I am gonna switch things up a little bit and talk about people that I have actually never talked about on my channel before. We are getting into some serious TikTok tea. Now, as far as what TikTok tea, I'm gonna be talking about the D'Amelio sisters. First of all, we're gonna talk about Dixie D'Amelio and Noah Beck and how she clapped back and defended their relationship after somebody tried to say that it's fake. And then we're also gonna talk about Charli D'Amelio and James Charles coming forward and spilling the tea that she cries daily and that he's actually giving her advice on how to handle online hate. I can't lie, that scares me just a little bit because you guys know how I feel about James Charles. But before I get too far into it, let's go ahead, get started, and unwrap the facts. All right, so to kick things off, we're gonna talk about Dixie D'Amelio and Noah Beck. Now, in case you're new to the whole TikTok relationship world, don't worry, I got you. I'm honestly fairly new to it myself because personally, my For You page pretty much consists of Disney, manifestations, LA restaurant reviews, and people eating bell peppers and cream cheese and everything but the bagel seasoning. So if you're new or you're not seeing these people, don't worry, I'm gonna fill you in. Essentially, Dixie D'Amelio and Noah Beck are one of the TikTok couples that people absolutely stan. They ship, they're obsessed with them. They've been dating for a little bit now, and actually Noah Beck confirmed their relationship during an interview with Awesomeness TV last month. Something Dixie recently revealed on her own podcast with her sister Charli that initially made her upset because she likes to take charge of decisions in her life, but she also thought it was cute because, you know, he just couldn't hold it in that they were together. Now, because of moments like these and both of their willingness to talk so much and openly about their relationship, as I said earlier, people absolutely love them. Gen Zers love them. People on TikTok love them. You get it. They have a ton of fans. And with a lot of fans also comes a lot of drama. For example, a couple weeks ago, Dixie tweeted that she's single, made everyone think that her and Noah broke up, and then, psych, just kidding, they're still together. And trust me, we know this because Dixie is now making headlines for defending her relationship with Noah Beck. You see, recently on the popular Barstool podcast Call Her Daddy, one of the hosts was talking about Noah Beck and talking about Dixie D'Amelio, and she said, quote, "Noah Beck, I just can't because of the information I'm hearing about him and his girlfriend. I just don't like when people fake relationships for the internet. That pisses me the off." Now, instead of just letting this go, Dixie D'Amelio took matters into her own hands and duetted this audio on her own TikTok while her and Noah were in bed together. This was her way of obviously trying to show people that their relationship is not fake. James Charles also came to Dixie and Noah's defense and commented on the video and said, quote, "Out of all the relationships that could be fake for clout, Noah and Dixie is not it, LOL." In addition to that, the podcast also commented on the TikTok and asked Noah and Dixie to come on and set the record straight and talk about their relationship, to which Dixie responded and said, "No thanks." Now, since I already mentioned James Charles, let's go ahead and talk about him and everything he had to say about Charli D'Amelio during a recent interview. During a recent sit down with fellow YouTubers Heath and Zane, James revealed that he talks to Charli almost every single day and he really tries to be there for her. He said, quote, "There's been so many times where she'll call me so upset or crying over comments or something that happened. She'll be like, 'What do I do?' And I'm like, 'Charli, suck it up.'" James went on to explain that he tries to tell Charli you can't care about what one person on the internet says or what one hateful comment says when so many people love you, and of course he reminds her that she's absolutely killing it. James even went as far to say that some people just need to hear tough love, and I guess he feels like he's the one who should be giving it to Charli. All right, you guys know that James Charles absolutely riles me up, as well as this little TikTok drama, so let's go ahead and pop off. Full disclosure, I could not find my home shambong, so we're just gonna go straight from the bottle because the no drinking is officially lifted. First up, let's talk about Dixie and Noah, because while yes, a lot of people definitely ship them, but I can also see why a lot of people think they're fake. Whenever people, especially celebrities, are super in our face with how much they like one another, are super in our face about their relationship, we obviously get skeptical about whether or not it's real or whether or not it's a PR stunt. Some examples for you: Miley Cyrus and Cody Simpson. We absolutely thought that they were a PR relationship, and finally those two have definitely ended. We also have Shawn Mendes and Camila Cabello. Remember, they had a little breakup, now they're back together. Still believe that's a sham. And of course, actually, let's talk about another TikTok relationship: Addison Rae and Bryce Hall. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you know I did a mini pop-off on these two. They're allegedly only together to help each other's brands, and they even allegedly have a tentative breakup scheduled for December 3rd. So you get it. Fake relationships are absolutely common among celebrities, and they're definitely common amongst TikTokers. Having said that, in my personal opinion, I don't think that Noah and Dixie are 100% fake, but I also don't believe that they are unaware of how much it benefits them financially to be together. They're smart. They know being together sells. They know that all of these people, all of these followers are definitely invested in their relationship, which is why I personally think she chose to defend it and go after this podcast, because this podcast, Call Her Daddy, is very freaking popular. So I feel like Dixie definitely wanted to make sure people knew that whatever speculation this host was throwing out, it's not true, and she wanted to prove that they are together for the sake of their individual brands, and of course, I'm sure deals that they already have in the works for being a couple. I will say though, I do think it's really funny to me that James Charles was the one who defended Dixie and Noah's relationship, and he's the one doing interviews and talking about Charli D'Amelio. Now, before I go any further, I do want to say I do feel bad that Charli cries daily if what James is saying is true, because honestly, that does suck. However, she has made millions and millions of dollars, and she could stop at any time and still be completely fine. So while yes, I am sympathetic towards her, I'm not totally like, boo-hoo, poor girl, because she's obviously doing just fine. Back to James though, I do think he knows that it benefits him to be connected to the DAmelios. Obviously, James has definitely recovered his career. He's definitely recovered his reputation. Not for me. I'm still not the biggest fan of James Charles, but I know in a lot of people's eyes, they feel like he has definitely risen from the ashes and definitely bounced back from the whole Tati and Jeffree Star scandal. But honestly, I just find it interesting that he is so invested in the DAmelios. I think he knows that TikTokers and TikTok creators, they're here to stay. We can deny it all we want. Trust me, there's a part of me that did not want to talk about this today and did not want to get invested in the TikTok tea and the TikTokers and all of these people, but honestly, we can try to deny it and we can try to pretend like it's not happening, but these people are taking over, and James Charles knows that, which is exactly why I think he wants to make sure he stays close to the DAmelios. That way, if that era of YouTube creators, the James Charles, the Jake Pauls, you know, all of those people, if they start to definitely crumble, which I kind of feel like they already are, and the TikTokers are taking over, James is making sure that his spot on the other side is secured by making sure he is there for Charli D'Amelio, Dixie D'Amelio, and apparently the whole D'Amelio family, is what he said during that interview. So James Charles, while I still don't totally like you, I have to admit your approach is very smart, and honestly, I just hope that he does give genuine advice to Charli, because I really do think she needs some guidance. I just don't necessarily think James Charles is the one that she should be turning to. But that's just my opinion on the situation. Obviously, we will definitely have to wait and see. I know Dixie is gearing up to release new music, so we'll have to see if there's anything in that. Charli obviously is continuing to kill it, and there are several other TikTokers who people are obsessed with. So if you guys like this kind of tea and like this kind of content, let me know down below. I want to hear your thoughts on Noah and Dixie, and Charli apparently really struggling with the haters. Let out all your thoughts and feels. While you're at it, if you could please give this video a thumbs up, please make sure you hit that subscribe button, and don't forget that notification bell. While you're at it, if you could follow me over on Instagram, I make sure to deliver celebrity content over there as well. I do mini pop-offs on my Instagram reels Monday through Friday, plus little other fun stuff sprinkled in. So make sure you're following me there as well. And on that note, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.